Hi, we are Gemma and Tim, and we've just bought a neglected mid-terrace in the northwest of England. We'll be sharing our journey while we breathe new life into the house, showing you the wins, the setbacks, the budgets, and everything we learn along the way. Pretty grim job today, but what are we doing?
So we're in the cellar. It's Jem said it from day one. We needed to chip all the old lime wash off and let it breathe. But we've just had so many other jobs to do that it's been on the back of my mind. But we're on with that today, and there's a lot that goes on with that. What else have we had a specialist around, didn't we?
Yeah, and we had also a friend. So we've got 2 points of view, and they just confirmed what we were thinking. We need to get that off because it's flaking off anyway, the lime wash. So chipping away at that. Some of it's coming off easy, some of it's not, but the cellar just needs to breathe. And also all the beams, I think they had a treatment on them at one point, but that's all flaking off.
Yeah.
So Tim's just scraping all that off, which is great because the timber underneath is actually really good.
I would say that the timber's 90% good.
So it's done its job.
It's done its job, but the ends, I mean, the house is 160 years old. So the ends that where it joins the house, which was damp.
There was wet rot, wasn't
there?
There
was wet rot. And so we've given it a course of treatment. We're going to give it another course, but obviously getting it right back to the bare wood is the first stage. The second point is cutting away from the rot. Plus there's a specific amount you need to do.
Yeah, you got to sister some more
new
joints
some new joints in, get them in the wall.
You're also going to build a frame as well to...
Well, yeah, I've got a wall going against the wall, off the ground. And like I say, when we had our mate round, who this is what he does for a living, these inspections and stuff, he's pretty much put us in the 100% right direction of where we were going. But, you know, if he was inspecting it, he's like, this is what I would need to see and this is what would need to be done and to do it correctly. And so we're just doing everything.
That's what we're doing. We're calling it the dungeon. We're down in the dungeon today.
We're down the dungeon, but it's
down
all the
dungeon.
Down dungeon, doing back work.
Yeah.
But once all this is done, then we can get back to, once we make it right, we can make it pretty.
Yeah, and it can breathe, which is the main thing.
So a vent going from the door down, going to a special extractor fan that goes by humidity and turns on to the outside. So it's not just running continuously, it runs when it sensors the water, something like that. It's just a fancy way to say an expensive extractor fan.
But we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
put that in, get some airflow going throughout, which is it never had. No, it hasn't had for a long time, and that was part of the problem.
I mean, we met a neighbor a couple doors down who's just bought a house, which we'd looked at prior to buying this one, but it was about 60 grand more. It appeared in a much better state, but the cellar was in as bad or almost a worse state.
She had standing water down there.
Standing water, and said it's mold everywhere, but they're living in there. And
so this is actually a lot better condition, and we're not going to be doing anything. We're not going to be using that space for anything. Storage, forget it. We'll put stuff in the attic.
It just needs to be, you know, we need to keep the integrity of the building.
Yeah.
And it needs to be strong and stable. So that's what we're on with. So it's just one of them jobs. It's just
it's grim, but it has to be done. Got masks on and gloves on. Got a little pickaxe, and I'm digging away. I'm like, oh my goodness, but it's looking better already, I think.
It's gonna be great once it's done. It's all part of the process. It has to be done right, and
we're doing it.
So we're just doing it. So that's what we're on with.
So we had a cup of tea, and now we're back on it.
After a cup of tea, you can do anything.
Yeah. We also removed a monster piece of spray foam that was covering the water pipe. Cadent have been, and they've replaced the gas line into the house and also the whole unit, so that's great. Tim ended up picking up a kitchen for £200. It was about an hour away, and most of that is now sitting in our living room, but I ended up taking the Welsh dresser home, so it's now in our living room. So we were hoping to get this wall skimmed by the plasterer and on the other side going up the stairs, but he couldn't come for a while, and the central heating was going to be finished and all the radiators were going to go up, and there was going to be a radiator on this wall. So we decided to mud and tape it ourselves. I've done this quite a few times when we lived in Canada, and it's quite a popular way of finishing rooms in Canada and, well, North America in general. I'm not the fastest, and it does take quite a while because you have to do a few coats of the seams and obviously all the screw holes, and then you have to sand it, but you get a really nice finish at the end if your wall is flat, so we decided to just do it ourselves. And then we gave it a good few coats of paint, and that was ready for the radiator to go on. I also prepped the living room and the dining room with the blue grit again for when the plasterer would come to do that. The dining room was overboarded. Nothing was straight in that room, as with all the other rooms in the house. So there was a few bits where I had to put little slivers on. That's got scrim tape on and that is ready to be plastered. Then it was time to turn our attention to the bathroom. The ceiling in the bathroom was absolutely solid, so we were just going to get that skimmed. But where the cupboard was taken down, the plaster just fell right down. So I had to put a little bit of plasterboard up there. And then again, I decided because most of those seams were going to be covered with tiles or a cupboard, I decided to just mud and tape all of those. Apart from that yellow wall, it didn't look too bad, so I decided to just give it a good sand down with the orbital sander and give that a paint. Ceiling was done in the bathroom, that looks amazing. And then we decided to just give it a couple of coats before the central heating was finished. Now we've finally got around to doing the black room, which I'm really excited about because it was so dark in there. I put the blue grit on again for the plasterer because he's going to do the ceiling, but all the other walls looked really good. So I did the back wall first because we were going to put the radiator on that when the central heating's finished. So I put 2 coats of primer on that first, and then I think it needed 3 or 4 coats of regular paint, but it looks so much brighter now. Had to do a few little fixes around the sockets and around the window where the window guys knocked out a bit of plaster. So when all the radiators were actually removed and I gave that wall a good clean, you could really see it wasn't in good condition. So again, I put the blue grit on and we got the plasterer to plaster that. Then I painted the other 2 walls in the back room white and got the skirting board ready for the radiator in that room. I was also really excited to paint the hallway because it was really dark in there with the bare plaster. So once we got all the paint on it, it just instantly brightened it up. It's a bit tricky though in the hallway because you can't use the pole, so you had to do it all by hand. So it's a little bit more time consuming, but we got there in the end. Next, it was time to work on the kitchen. So I prepped that for the plasterer, scraped all the loose paint. We boarded up where that hatch was and put loads of potholes in that kitchen. So I filled all those, filled around the plug sockets, put the blue grit on, and that was ready for the plasterer. And I love that blue grit because it just instantly made the place look better. Even though it wasn't plastered yet, it was just even. So once that was dry, it was time to give it a good paint. And again, it just looks so much better. Nothing straight in there, but it looks great. And that's our progress for this time. So thanks for watching and see you next time.